straight left hand. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Good work. Just go out there, you win this next round for me. You get it. It's beautiful. That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there. This round, kid. You had everything in the bag. And now you're going to let him back into it. Let's get out there. Get your boxing back together. Just take the round off. Win the round on the day. Don't forget the jab, and don't get carried away. Think about the defense. Make mistakes, and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Again, don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. Do all your work all the way through camp. Get this boxing back together, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
Otherwise, you'll see it. He'll ride it out. Go out there and finish it.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little switch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Again, downstairs. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
One punch could change everything in this battle. The straight right just misses. Oh, that jab's starting to mark him up. How about that time counter shot? Right uppercut just off target. And we may see a stoppage here. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
There's the bell for round three. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
It's obvious who the bigger, stronger fighter is. Let's see if they use it to their advantage.
This is poetry in motion. If you've got a great jab, if you've got a long reach, I know, that was me. I'm admiring what I'm seeing here.
Straight right just misses. Nice counter. Well done with that counter shot. Swing and a miss with that hook. That counter punch caught him clean. Nope, that hook won't score. hand speed in these lighter divisions is always so impressive, but if you can sneak in a power shot every once in a while and sit down on a punch, that's where you separate yourself. Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Looks like they've shaken it off.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you.
Here we go to the fourth round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. Just missed with that hook. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Why weren't they more cautious? And Marquez goes down. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab is slick. Aces. It's not tougher than burn. We'll go again. That's will appear. Just get him on the end of the jab. Be focused.
On to the fifth we go. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Left hook just missed. He threw the hook, didn't land. Straight right just misses. Did you see that? Do you believe what we are seeing? I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
An upset of the year perhaps right before our eyes. And he couldn't take any more. Down goes Marquez. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
I love the response, though. Got back up.
Let's start the 6. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to hustle.
Swing and a miss with that uppercut. So much firepower here. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. That jab doesn't score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Straight right, just did you see that? And down goes Juan Manuel Marquez. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be. And there's the bell for round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
These two fighters are made for one another. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, John.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Nobody home with that hook. Straight right, just hold it right there. Whoa, and you saw the balance. And Juan Manuel Marquez goes to the canvas. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right. So far.
Round 8, and we're off again. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. They're giving us a high-tempo show. So much for defensive ability. And down goes Juan Manuel Marquez. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Accuracy, power.
Yeah, look at Duff. All the belts, mighty. Swing left, right, man, said get ping. Contrary ting, no but ping, we bring man right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, and swing left, right, man, said get ping. Contrary ting, no but ping, we bring man right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, and swing left, right, man, said get ping. Contrary ting, no but ping, we bring man right, somebody shots fling. Uppercut, fling, right up, fling. Contrary ting, send man over the ropes. Man try come for the belt, but I punched you, never saw ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros are stood on the sideline, head in the hand, shot, joke of the show. Better keep those hands up, swing for their fences, or you're going no poorly for sure. How much do you want to be the champ? How much do you want to please the fans? How much do you want to be the king? And how much do you want to feed your camp? How much do you want to see people chant? Swing like you got a thing to lose. It's the ESPC, beat them neatly. Titles never ever in dispute. Ding ding, step in the ring and swing left, right, man, Z get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring man right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring and swing left, right, man, Z get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring man right, somebody shots fling. I came from the 7 Hills, city of steel, home of the village and brilliant meals. Can't take man for a pudding, take man to Ingles. Barry have a kid on his heels. In the ring, it's gritty and real. Brave art man put a kid on his shield. Act daft man put a kid on his. Been bad from when I was swinging up.
Welcome into the WBC arena. We've been waiting a long time to see these two get it on. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford. 173 centimeters tall, weight 63.5 kilos with a reach of 188 centimeters. Up against them, Saul Alvarez, 173 centimeters tall with a reach of 179.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes they're going to lose.
And here he is. So here comes
This bout is
a lot of trash talk between these two fighters. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. When are we going to see a jab from these two? And that left hook doesn't find its target. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Punch, counter punch. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. That counter shot lands. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. After what we... On to the second round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Catch and shoot. Do you believe this? You'd like to see more jabs. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about it. The bell rings and we start the third. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter... Oh, wait a minute! Crawford in trouble! And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Those counter punches have to hurt. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The straight right just misses. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations you've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he just got caught with a big right. The straight right just misses. That jab misses. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
That hook just can't find the target. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action. Clearly his opponent was too much for him, and he's thrown in the towel. So there you have it. It is official now, and that is not the way anyone wanted this fight to end.
They don't like